Hi, this is Melanie for Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a trailer reaction to Rocketry, the Nambi Effect, starring and directed by Madhavan. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do trailer reactions and film reviews of Indian cinema. This trailer has dropped with 3 different versions: Hindi, Tamil, and English. I don't know that I can remember an Indian film doing a completely English trailer. So I'm actually going to do 2 reactions because I've also heard there's 2 different cameos depending on which version that you see. So I'm going to watch the English and then I'm going to watch the Tamil version. So this film has been in production for like 4 years, I think. I mean, Madhavan's been talking about it for a really long time. He wrote the script, he's directing the film, and he's starring as rocket scientist Nambi Narayanan. I am an ignorant American, so I knew nothing about this particular person, but in looking up his history on Wikipedia for this trailer reaction, like his life, a biopic about him would be amazing without what happened in 1994. Just him getting into Princeton, being offered to get work in the US, but then going back and doing all this work for the space agency in India. But then there's this whole espionage scandal case where he was falsely accused. The Supreme Court in India demanded that the Kerala government award him damages for falsely accusing him. So, and he was jailed and tortured. Like, just reading it, I was picturing in my mind what an amazing film this is going to be. What an amazing biography. And from what I understand, Madhavan is taking from when he is young, 27, and goes to the US to study, all the way through into his 70s. I mean, because we've seen the poster of Madhavan in the incredible makeup. To be honest with you, I really can't imagine another Indian actor who can play that full range so well of age, because Madhavan, when he shaves, he still looks so young. I'm anxious to see this trailer, and I am hearing rumors of who might be in a cameo. And if you know me and how long I've had this channel, oh my God, Shah Rukh, he has not been on screen for 3 years. Like, oh my God. So I'm hoping that we'll have a little glimpse of that in the trailer. And then I've heard there's a different cameo in the Tamil version. So, okay, without any further ado, here we go. Go.
I hope all this grand preparation is worth the outcome.
If you think this is such a futile exercise, why are you even here?
I'm here because what happened to me should never happen to anybody else in this country. Sir, it's such an honor to meet you.
Oh, it's an honor to meet you too, Nambi.
You know what this guy first said when he landed on the moon?
One small step for man, one giant leap.
No.
What he actually said was, "Holy shit, how the hell do I get back?"
We need to use these rockets to launch satellites commercially.
What they're asking for is impossible.
In the years to come, every nation will be vying for this trillion-dollar market.
This is NASA, Mr. Nambi. The most coveted playground for any scientist worth his salt. I trust you understand what an honor this is.
They're trying to poach my best man again.
Start training your replacements from tomorrow.
Sir, I can't do that. I don't have the time. If you don't like the way I'm working, then I'm happy to resign right away.
India ke polla.
Getting a NASA fellowship in 3 months is pretty big by itself. You must be the real deal, Nambi.
Sir, everybody thinks the engine failed because of me, but the truth of the matter is I failed because of you. Give us the hydraulic plant and all the equipment.
What you're asking for is £400 million worth of equipment.
I know as a nation we can't afford to pay you a dime, but we'll forever be indebted to you. Can you promise that the engines will be delivered on time?
I cannot promise that we will even be alive 2 hours later.
Could humanity have been better served if you worked at NASA?
There should be a photograph of you in the Oxford Dictionary, right next to the definition of the word patriotism.
You cannot betray this country. Tell me what needs to be done to get you out of here. To right this wrong. This country may have given up on the likes of me, but I cannot and will not give up on them. I'm not here to get a character certification from you guys, nor am I here to win a popularity contest. We are here on a mission.
Stop the engine! Stop! There's no time!
It's time for you to take us to the stars.
What do you take me for? I'm a rocket scientist. How many people like me? How many, Mr. Khan? Fools who've been victims of their own patriotism. I will fight.
Written and directed. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Wow. What a labor of love. Because the scope of this, I could imagine you could do a film just on the segment of his life where he was falsely accused and imprisoned and tortured. Oh my God, those were really hard scenes to watch. I can only imagine. I'm getting like a little snippet. What is it going to be like watching the full scene? Okay. It would be an amazing biopic, dramatic film if it was just that one segment of his life. But it's the complete scope of his life. And I'm just sitting here thinking about all of the NASA scenes and the rocket explosions and all of that. Like, I don't know what the budget was for this film, but I also note that the English-speaking actors seem to be of a higher caliber than some other Indian films. Let's just put it that way. But not that they're names or faces that I recognize, but it just seems to be a higher caliber. And it does seem to be several scenes that either take place in America. Not that I know they were filmed there, but I'm just saying, wow. And then there's a segment about Russia. I don't even know that part of the story, but wow. I'm really intrigued. I'm really hoping I can see this on the big screen, because this looks like the kind of scope of a film that you would want to see on the big screen, especially anything to do with space. Okay, now I have to watch the Tamil version. There's no subtitles. Okay, I'm going to watch it anyway to see who the cameo is. Go.
ஏற்பாடெல்லாம் பலமா தான் இருக்கு. இதுக்கு பலன் இருந்தா சரி.
இந்த இன்டர்வியூனால எந்த பலனும் இல்லைன்னு நினைச்சீங்கன்னா நீங்க எதுக்காக வந்தீங்க?
நான் ஏன் வந்தேனா? எனக்கு நடந்தது மறுபடியும் இந்த நாட்டில் வேற யாருக்கும் நடக்கக்கூடாது. உலகமே 60-70 டன் இன்ஜின் செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கும்போது நம்ம 600 கிலோகிராம் சொப்பு சாமான வச்சு விளையாடிட்டு இருக்கோம் சார். இது ராக்கெட் இல்ல சார், வெறும் பப்பெட்ரி.
இந்த ராக்கெட்ஸ் வச்சு நம்ம சேட்டலைட்ஸ் கமர்ஷியலா லான்ச் பண்ணோம் சார். வருங்காலத்தில் அந்த $1 trillion மார்க்கெட்ல நமக்கு ஒரு பங்கு இருக்கணும். அங்கதான் சார் அதிக ஆர்வம் அந்தஸ்தும் இருக்கு.
5 வருஷத்துல சம்பாதிக்கிறத உங்களுக்கு ஒரே வருஷத்துல கொடுக்குறாங்களா?
இல்ல, ஒரு மாசத்துல. என்ன சொல்றேன்? மாசோட ஆஃபர் எடுத்துக்கலாமா?
அந்த பாஸ்டர்ஸ் நம்ம பெஸ்ட் சயின்டிஸ்ட் மறுபடியும் கடத்த பார்க்குறாங்க. ரஷ்யாவில் இல்லை, உலகத்தில் எந்த மூலையில் சிக்கினாலும் நாங்கள் தான் அவுத்துட்டு நிற்கணும். ஏன்னா நம்பி நாராயணன், ப்ராஜெக்ட் டைரக்டர் ஆஃப் கிரையோஜெனிக், ப்ராஜெக்ட் டைரக்டர் ஆஃப் செகண்ட் ஸ்டேஜ், ப்ராஜெக்ட் டைரக்டர் ஆஃப் ஃபோர்த் ஸ்டேஜ், அசோசியேட் ப்ராஜெக்ட் டைரக்டர் PSLV. எல்லாரும் அந்த லிக்விட் ஃபியூல் இன்ஜின் என்னால் ஃபெயில் ஆச்சுன்னு நினச்சிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஆனால் உண்மை என்னன்னா, நான் ஃபெயில் ஆனது உங்களால தான்.
400 மில்லியன் பவுண்ட்ஸ் வர்த்தான எக்யூப்மெண்ட் ஸ்காட்லாந்து கிட்ட இருந்து ஃப்ரீயா கேட்டது கிறுக்குத்தனம். இங்கேருந்து சயின்டிஸ்ட் பிரான்ஸ்க்கே கூட்டிட்டு போய் பிரெஞ்சை விட பெட்டரான இன்ஜின் பில்ட் பண்ணது. அமெரிக்கன்ஸோட மூக்கு கடியிலே கிரையோஜெனிக் இன்ஜின் ரஷ்யாலேருந்து கடத்திட்டு வந்தது. கிறுக்குத்தனத்தோட பவர் என்னன்னு உங்களை விட்டா யாருக்கு தெரியும்?
நான் என்ன கேட்குறேன்னா, நீங்க இப்போ செய்கிற இந்த வேலை இல்லாம நாசால மட்டும் இருந்ததா அது மனித குலத்துக்கே ஒரு சிறந்த சேவையை அமைஞ்சிருக்குன்னு உங்களுக்கு தோணவே இல்லையா?
I wish there were subtitles. Slightly different scenes. Oh! So good. Shocked me every time.
ஒரு நாயை அடிச்சு கொள்ளணும் முடிவு பண்ணிட்டா அதுக்கு வெறி நாயின்னு பட்டம் கொடுத்தா போதும்.
அதே மாதிரி ஒரு மனுஷனை தலை தூக்க முடியாத அளவுக்கு அடிச்சு கொள்ளணும்னா அவனுக்கு தேச துரோகிங்கிற பட்டம் கொடுத்தா மட்டும் போதும்.
ஏன்னா நான் இங்கே ஒரு கேரக்டர் சர்டிஃபிகேட் வாங்கவோ இல்லை ஒரு பாப்புலாரிட்டி கான்டெஸ்ட் எங்கவோ வரல. ஒரு மிஷனுக்காக வந்திருக்கேன், அவ்வளவுதான்.
Now it is time for you to take us to the stars.
Oh, that was cool. That was different than the ending of the other one.
நான் ஒரு ராக்கெட் சயின்டிஸ்ட்.
All right, Maddie, take pity on us and release that with subtitles because it seemed like there were a few different scenes and I want to know what you said. Okay, this is fascinating, filming something in 3 different languages at the same time. Madhavan has done films with some of the finest directors in Indian cinema, and I'm sure he has learned a lot being on the sets with people like Mani Ratnam and so forth. So I'm really intrigued to see what he is going to do behind the camera as well as in front of the camera. Obviously, this is a passion project for him. He has based the script on the autobiography of Nambi and had several conversations with the man himself. Now, how about that pressure of doing a biopic film about someone who is a living person and who is going to see the film? That's a lot of pressure. This is an amazing story. I know it's going to be a really compelling film. I'm going to be really interested to see this film. Fun fact, my husband, who was a lawyer, actually began his college career. He has a degree in astrophysics. So space has always fascinated us, space travel, and this whole, the whole rocket programs and everything. So I'm really interested. I love the period clothes because Nambi had such a long career and he was in the U.S., I think, in the early 70s. So I love seeing Maddie in some of those 70s fashions. I can't wait to see this film. What I'm afraid of is that it might be coming out in the middle of April in theaters, and I'm not going to be fully vaccinated until the end of April. And I'm not ready to go to a theater yet until I am. So, because this is a film that deserves to be seen on the big screen. I know Madhavan was recently diagnosed with COVID, and I think he's doing well from when he was very chipper when he posted about it on Twitter. But I don't know if things will be slightly delayed for the release until he is fully recovered. I don't know. I'm excited. When I heard that this trailer was coming out on April 1st, I was like, I hope that's not an April Fool's joke. I hope it's really happening. Wow. Only someone like Madhavan could get, for his film, cameos from Shah Rukh and Surya. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Thank you for that gift of giving me a glimpse of Shah Rukh on film, who hasn't been in a film for a few years. You know I'm a big fan of Shah Rukh, so yeah, double gift. So amazing makeup job also of Madhavan in all the scenes where he is supposed to be in his 60s or 70s. That must have been a lot of time in the makeup chair. Let me know what you think about this trailer in the comments below. And were you like me? Did you notice some differences between the English and the Tamil trailer? I think they know the Indian audience that would be watching the Tamil trailer, or I assume the Hindi trailer, doesn't need to have everything explained to them. And whereas the English trailer, I mean, they must be looking forward to this film being on Netflix or Amazon or one of the streaming services and having to kind of explain who this person is and more of his story to an English-speaking audience. At least that's what I'm guessing. But it's fascinating to me that you would do a completely English trailer for an Indian film. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter at PardesiYT. Follow me on Instagram at Pardesi Reviews. And if you hit the bell when you subscribe, you'll never miss another trailer reaction or film review.